Okay, now the latest endeavor has been the pond. We built it last summer and we did not stock it at all with fish or plants. And foolishly, I said before we go to China, I want to get the pond in a pristine fashion, ready for the spring. And I failed to mention, we built this deck out here. So we've got a nice deck on the pond, and I have been out here for the last week and a half planting plants, learning how to plant plants that set in the water. And we bought 24 koi fish and I put them in the pond, and I have not seen them since, and that's been a week. Now the other day I came out here and there was one of the bigger ones and he was swimming around listlessly, and I thought, oh, they finally come to the surface and I'm going to see that. Well, he wasn't very healthy, so we put him in a little container. Well, it was this container right here. Filled it with water, drove it to the pawn shop, and he didn't make it. So anyhow, we've had one fatality, and the rest we think are down in that green pond. I've been convinced that we have a nice pond. We took the water back and had it sampled. It's not a problem. Anyhow, I'm anxiously awaiting the fish to come up to the surface so I can feed them. You can see everything's pretty green. And the field is starting to grow in the back. There's the sinkhole. We had sightings of the groundhogs down out of the sinkhole earlier in the year, and then the rabbits live in there. So it's very what's the right word? It's rustic, I guess. So right now my big challenge is try to observe the koi fish and have them come up and feed and smile and wave at me so I know that they're healthy and okay. This is an awesome deck. You can hear the waterfall. It masks some of the other sounds of the neighborhood. We have our music, outdoor speakers, so we can blast out the neighborhood and have rock and roll and party all the time. And you can see it's a little bit windy tonight. It's a blowing. We had a little bit of a thunderstorm this morning, and it got everything nice and wet and rainy. And it got sunny and beautiful day. So here's our plans. Right over here, we're going to build a little green with probably some type of railroad tie, so that it will kind of level up the green, and it's going to be a pitching green. And then we're going to put a sand trap in here, and then you'll be able to come down here and pitch up to the green and practice your short game. Along the back wall, we've got horseshoes. We're going to put that along the back and have a horseshoe pit. Over against that tree, we're going to have a archery target. So we're going to get a bow and arrow and practice our archery. Along this back fence right here, we're going to grow a rose garden. And these are all future projects, obviously, but we're going to put the roses along here to kind of mask and blend in with the back. And then over here in that corner section, we're going to plant a vegetable garden so we can grow some fresh vegetables. Oh, it's pretty awesome being a farmer here in Kentucky. And everything grows pretty well. You can see everything's nice and green.